The discourse surrounding artificial intelligence AI within large corporations such as Electronic Arts unveils a deeper, far-reaching conversation about the crossroads of innovation and profit, technology and labor, creativity and corporatization. In recent years, we have seen a wave of industries rallying around AI as the latest frontier of digital transformation, a heralded solution to streamline processes, maximize profit margins, and supposedly revolutionize the ways in which products and services are consumed. However, as with all technologies that promise to upend the status quo, the road from theory to practice is fraught with pitfalls, ironies, and unintended consequences. With its vaunted Project Air and the AI-generated personas it has begun to promote, is one example of a company grappling with the profound implications of automation. Yet, as we explore the subject, the glaring deficiencies in their approach, and the broader existential questions this AI wave raises become impossible to ignore. At the core of this AI surge lies a deeper cultural fixation, the pursuit of efficiency. In the case of efficiency has become synonymous with survival in an industry beset by shifting consumer preferences, economic pressures, and labor concerns. AI, the executives at suggest, offers a way to expedite game development, reduce costs, and boost the profitability of franchises that may otherwise require enormous creative labor to sustain. On paper, the appeal is obvious. Who wouldn't want to reduce game development time by delegating monotonous tasks to AI systems that can process and produce content far faster than any human artist or developer? Football series, for example, uses AI to map thousands of stadiums and player likenesses, streamlining what was once a labor-intensive process. In theory, this allows developers to focus on the creative aspects of game development rather than the tedium of manual asset generation. But herein lies the rub. Is this efficiency truly in the service of creativity, or is it merely a guise for a deeper, more insidious corporate agenda? The introduction of AI into the creative process does not automatically yield innovation. In fact, more often than not, it leads to a homogenization of content, an inevitable byproduct of algorithms trained to optimize for mass appeal and profitability, rather than artistic expression. Approach to AI, especially through Project Air and its AI-generated characters, exemplifies this. Rather than breaking new ground with original storytelling or game mechanics, has embraced a model where AI is employed to churn out marketable content that is polished on the surface but devoid of substance beneath. The larger issue is not that is using AI, but how it is using it. This isn't an innovative leap into the future, but a reactive move designed to capitalize on existing trends. Instead of asking how AI can meaningfully enhance the gaming experience or open up new creative possibilities, appears content to follow the crowd, implementing AI in ways that mimic already established applications in industries such as social media and entertainment. The company's reliance on AI-generated characters and investor personas is an example of how technology can be used to create the illusion of innovation without any real breakthrough. It's the tech industry's equivalent of rearranging deck chairs on a sinking ship. By deploying AI in a way that prioritizes investor satisfaction over player experience, betrays the core tenet of game design, the creation of immersive, meaningful, and engaging worlds. This brings us to the philosophical core of the AI debate. Can creativity and automation truly coexist? Historically, technology has always been a double-edged sword. The internet, for example, revolutionized access to information and democratized content creation, but it also led to the rise of algorithm-driven platforms that prioritize sensationalism and virality over quality. AI has the potential to follow the same trajectory. In the hands of corporate executives more interested in shareholder profits than artistic integrity, AI could reduce game development to an industrial process where the metrics of success are dictated by efficiency rather than the richness of the gaming experience. Decisions seem to reflect this very concern. Their strategy of integrating AI into game development is driven less by a desire to push the boundaries of the medium and more by the desire to minimize costs and maximize output. In doing so, they risk transforming game development into a process that is less about storytelling and more about data-driven content generation. One cannot discuss AI without acknowledging its impact on labor. For all the talk of how AI will enhance human creativity, the reality is that it is already being used to sideline workers. The allure of AI for corporations like is not just its ability to speed up production or create content, but its potential to replace the human labor force altogether. The video game industry, already rife with stories of overwork, burnout, and labor exploitation, now faces the threat of AI-driven automation that could make entire segments of the workforce redundant. Why, after all, should pay human artists, developers, and testers when AI systems can do much of the work without demanding higher wages, better working conditions, or humane hours? It is not surprising, then, that unions and labor activists have raised concerns about the unchecked rise of AI in the workplace, seeing it not as a tool for collaboration, but as a weapon for corporate cost cutting at the expense of workers. This bleak view of AI's trajectory is compounded by the broader ethical dilemmas the technology raises. Beyond the immediate concerns of labor displacement and creative stagnation, there is the issue of AI's long-term societal impact. As AI systems become more sophisticated, they increasingly blur the lines between reality and simulation. In the gaming world, where fantasy and immersion are central to the experience, this has far-reaching implications. What happens when AI-generated characters become indistinguishable from real people? What are the psychological and ethical consequences of interacting with virtual personas that can mimic human behavior to a disturbingly high degree? Moreover, who controls the narratives these AI systems generate? If corporations like are the gatekeepers of AI-driven content, then we must ask, what biases, values, and interests are encoded into the algorithms that shape our digital experiences? In its eagerness to embrace AI, reflects a broader trend within the tech industry, a trend that prioritizes short-term gains over long-term consequences. Just as we saw with the rise and fall of cryptocurrencies, where companies scrambled to attach themselves to the blockchain hype without fully understanding its implications, we are now witnessing a similar rush toward AI. Yet, as with the crypto boom, there is a danger that the AI hype will eventually implode, leaving behind a trail of failed promises and disillusioned consumers. In the meantime, however, companies like will continue to push AI as the next big thing, wrapping it in the language of innovation to appease investors and distract from the uncomfortable truths about its impact on labor and creativity. At its core, the debate over AI is not just about technology, but about values. What kind of future do we want to build? One in which creativity, collaboration, and human agency are central, or one in which corporate profits, efficiency, and automation dictate the terms of engagement? The choices that companies like make today will shape the gaming industry and, by extension, broader culture for years to come. As AI becomes increasingly integrated into game development and other creative fields, we must remain vigilant about the implications of this technology and ensure that its potential is used to enhance, rather than diminish, the human experience. Ultimately, the rise of AI within companies like serves as a stark reminder of the double-edged nature of technological progress. While AI has the potential to unlock new creative possibilities and streamline production processes, it also threatens to reduce creativity to an algorithmic function and displace human labor in ways that exacerbate existing inequalities. The challenge, then, is not to reject AI outright, but to critically examine how it is being used and to advocate for a future where technology serves the interests of people, not just profits.